There is something all food growers or backyard gardeners have in common. We may not all grow the same foods, we may not all use the same practices in our garden, but there's this one thing. There's just one thing that we all have in common, and I'm sure it's visited all of us. Sometimes I feel having pests in our garden is an indication that we are doing something right, because I feel that if we were spraying our produce with harsh chemicals or insecticides or pesticides, we would have perfect looking and beautiful plants. But that's not what we want. We started our garden because we want to have that control over what we subject our food to, or the food we are growing here to. That sort of just reminds you that, okay, you are doing something right. However, it can be disheartening because you pour your heart and your soul, your time, your resources, your energy onto this plant. Sometimes you basically leave almost perfect looking plants going to bed. Probably you come into the garden, you water the plants, and you've seen that a lot of them are doing quite well. You go to bed, you wake up the next morning, you come into the garden, and you can't believe what your eyes are seeing. You're like, what happened here? Like, what happened during the night? Was there a feast here? It looks like some people had a party here. Your plants are chewed up, and the funny thing is they won't even finish one plant and move on to the next two. They'll chew and leave bits and pieces. I don't know whether the pests do that, leaving that for you, the gardener, to come and complete it, or whatever. For whatever reason they do that, I don't know. You come and all you get is bits and pieces. So they'll chew here, they'll chew 2 or 3 leaves, abandon that, move on to the next plant, chew 2 or 3 leaves, abandon that one, move on to the next one. Over the years, we've been trying different methods and using different solutions to control pests in our garden. Lately, we've been having a lot of grasshoppers in our garden, like lots of them. They're just chewing up our plants and several other insects. So I came across this post that you can use this net, which is a shade net, to manage your pest situation in the garden. This is our first time actually trying this out. So we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. I would also do well to add an update at the end of the video for you to know if it indeed worked for us or not. So if you would want to know if this method truly works, then watch the video to the end. But if you can't watch it to the end, if you don't have the time to watch it to the end, you can just fast forward, like forward the video to the end and see if this really worked for us or not. We are going to use this net. It's a shade net basically to cover some of the beds. Right now we are just going to focus on the ones that are the beds that have plants that are highly affected. We'll focus on that, and then afterwards, if we still have some extra net, we'll use it for other purposes. But for now, we'll focus on the beds that need the net the most. Last year, we bought these pipes which we used to erect our cucumber trellis, and I think some trellis for some of the tomatoes. We had a storm earlier this year when we had our first few rains. We had a storm and those trellis came down. So we still have these pipes. We're going to use these pipes, some of these pipes, for the shade we are going to work on this morning. We'll be using Mr. Azuma, we'll be using the iron rods too. Yes, we'll be using iron rods as well to set up this shade. So we are just going to gather all the old pipes from last year together and get some iron rods. Hey, there are million. I'm sure that there will be enough for all the beds. I think 3 beds.
Yes.
Apart from the other one that is very long, the other beds are short. So. The next two, the old trellis is here. We'll be using it, won't we?
Yes.
This one. Will we use this? This is the old trellis, one of them.
Yeah, you can put it there.
Oh, we even have some other pipes here.
There are some pipes there.
But they are the thick ones.
Oh, okay. Those ones are going to use for the top. This
Yeah,
one.
the top.
Mm-hmm.
This watermelon. Mr. Zuma went and got us the iron rods.
The binding.
What's this wire called?
Binding wire.
Binding wire.
Yes.
And a binding wire. How much was that?
This is 75 cities.
This one 75.
Yes,
And then
and this is 200 cities.
at the end, how many poles will we have? 1, 2. How many do you intend to set on this bed?
So at least should be 4.
About
Or
4.
5.
5. It should be 5 because this bed is longer than this one and it has 4.
It should be 5.
5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think 5. Okay. So this is how we are setting up the axe for the beds. Mr. Azuma inserted the rods into the soil. He just hit them with the hammer into the soil. And now we are using the pipes to make an arc, the old pipes. Is it strong? It looks like it's just, has it gone in well?
Is this place that is because the pipes are not that long?
Or we should shift the pipes small. Or you think it's too, so that it's a bit closer?
Okay.
Or what do you think?
Okay.
I was thinking they are too wide apart. That's why this thing too is not, it's not bending well.
Yes, it's too wide. Yeah.
So all we can do is, since the iron plants around this area,
Yes.
we can just shift it small here.
Okay.
And then shift just a little here. So that at least it can bend properly. But then the net will cover up to this side.
Okay. Something like here.
Yes. Yes. That won't be bad. At least now it's better.
It's better.
It's better small. Okay. So this long one, you joined bits of the smaller, the shorter pieces. Okay. There's still plenty here, in case you need to.
We'll break it.
Okay. No, I thought maybe if your part is short,
Yeah, no, it's okay.
it's fine. Okay. Isn't there?
It's white like that. It's okay.
Yes. If I'm going to remove these sweet potatoes, you think it will worry the plants? You've already cut some.
Yes,
I want to plant some.
Okay.
But I was worried that if I pull it from the soil, it will uproot. The sun is hot. Yes. let's go and see if this is really working. Oh, okay. I just spotted a ladybug on the net. These are not harmful. I don't have a problem with these at all. They even help with the pest control. I may even end up putting this ladybug inside. If you read a little bit about ladybugs, you would know that they do well with pests. If spider mites and all of that, they would deal with them for you. So this, I am not bothered. And like I said, I may even just move it inside so it stays inside the net. Look what we have here. Hey! Sir? This is a grasshopper trying to get into the net. Look, 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 look. Look at the culprits. I just came to check on the garden and I found this. Do we have more here? What is this? That's a nut. Oh! Look at tiny, tiny ones here. Look at them. Look at all these culprits. Hey, they are more than I thought. Oh. The grasshoppers are more than I thought. Look at this tiny one here. Look at it. Look at it. If you have a garden and you are dealing with pests and you don't have some of these ingredients that you would find online that you can combine together to make solutions to spray your plants, but you have a shade net at your disposal, please make good use of it. I vouch for it. I vouch for it because it's working for us. So if you are looking for another way to control your pest and you don't have the time to prepare all these solutions that you would find on the internet, try the shade net. I hope this video helps someone out there, and I hope you enjoy this particular video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.